What is up guys, Shinman Takizo here, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today we'll, for a change, let's create a video that is a bit useful. Not like the previous videos that I've made, but yeah, let's talk about the emblems real quick. This is in the advanced server, but I feel that they'll be implementing this very soon in the original server. So just in case you want a video where you can check every now and then to see what the talents are, how useful they are, the effects before you even try them in battle, you can check this video. Alright, so I'm going to make this really simple. So you got the rules here, new rules, sets of rules. So we're not gonna read all of that right now because you can do that yourself. But here, the circle here, you see this is the same thing that we already have in the original server. Stats that the emblems give. So that's it. Aside from that, we have these new boxes on the left part of the screen where you have stats like HP, firmness, for armor, then magic resist, all of that good stuff, right? So those are self-explanatory as well, so I won't be discussing that. They can add to your passive stats or your hero stats, right? What we're going to go through are the things at the bottom here, the third tier talents, which are passive effects. So I think it's very important to have knowledge of this to better prepare you to, like, I don't know, counter enemy heroes or have what you need, have the passive that you need in that specific fight, specific matchup. Alright, so just quick preview of how the talent page will look like. You got 7 talent points here, and you can freely distribute that over these boxes. But we got the first tier here, first row. We got the second tier here, second row, middle. And then we got the third tier here. Now, you can only put 3 points. You can level up these stats, but you can only put 3 points in each row. Like, for example, I want to max my vitality here on the first row. We got 200 because we put 3 points there. I cannot put any more points here on armor and magic resist because of that. But of course, you can also spread it out like so. Put 1 point each. Much weaker, but you got all of the stats. You are only allowed to put 3 points each row. So same thing at the bottom or in the middle. You want physical attack, you put a point there. You want more physical attack, put another point. But yeah, you can only use up 3 points in each row. So these are all stats, the first row and the second row. It's really up to you. You want more attack speed, you want more crit chance, stuff like that. But the passives, that's what we're gonna go through, and I'll show you like short clips, examples of how they look like in battle. Let's start. So for this physical emblem, we got 2 options here. You can only choose one of the third tier talents, by the way. So the first one is called Life Drain. You kill minions and it grants you 3% of max HP. So it heals you up for 3% of your current maximum HP. The second option is Open Fire. After dealing damage with skills, your physical attack will increase by 5% and it will last for 3 seconds. And this can only happen every 6 seconds. Alright, now moving on to the magical emblem set or common magic emblem set. We got Energy Absorption, which will give you 2% of max health and 3% of maximum mana regeneration every time you kill a minion. So very useful in sustaining your lane. The other one is Magic Power Surge. After dealing damage with skills, your magic attack will increase by 11 to 25. And this lasts 3 seconds as well and can only happen every 6 seconds. Now for the tank emblems, we got Tenacity. When your health is below 40%, you will gain an increased 35 points in physical and magical defense. So you get more armor, you get magic defense every time you're about to die or less than 40% HP. Makes you even more tankier in case you're trying to fight it out or you want to escape, stuff like that. The second option you got here is Brave Smite. Crowd controlling an enemy grants you 5% of max HP. This effect has a 10% cooldown, so it means that if you stun somebody, if you knock up somebody with your hero and you're using this, you recover 5% of your maximum HP. So it heals you up. And it can only happen every 10 seconds. Now the next one is Attack and Defense. It converts 0.40% of your max HP to physical attack and magic attack. So it simply means the more HP that you have, or the more maximum HP that you have, the more damage or physical attack and magical attack your hero will get. I'm thinking of Hylos here, might be perfect for him. Alright, next one is the Jungle Custom Emblems. first one, we got Veteran Hunter. Pretty straightforward. We got killing jungle monsters that you hit by retribution will grant you 40 extra gold. So very useful if you keep on farming, like you don't like to help the team and you just want to concentrate on farming. You'll be the richest guy in the game. And the second talent that we have here is Wild Power. Retribution slow effect increased by 20%, and it will also deal true damage. So 210 to 350 true damage, and this can happen only if you buy the at least second tier jungle item. So more slows on your retribution cast against heroes, and it will also deal more damage. Now the third talent here, we got Mage Killer. It says that it will increase the damage that you deal to Lord, Turtle, and then turrets by 15%, so that's a really big help. And the damage taken from the Lord and Turtle will be reduced by 20%. So perfect for tanking the Lord, perfect for killing the Lord. That is what its focus is. Now going to the Assassin emblem set, we got Bounty Hunter, the first third tier talent that we have. Simply says that you gain extra 125 gold from hero kills. So it might be perfect for Karina, or I don't know, any hero that can surely kill secure enemy heroes, because that's the only time it works, every time you get a kill. The second talent that we have here is High and Dry. It will increase your damage by 6% on the enemy hero if he's the only nearby enemy hero. So this might be great for solo lanes or in case you're ganking, but it will only work, or the damage increase will only work if that enemy hero is alone. Maybe if he doesn't have any allies, hero allies in the same screen. Now the third one is called Killing Spree. After you kill an enemy hero, you will get healed 8% of your maximum HP, and your movement speed will increase by 10% for 5 seconds. It is pretty good. If you want to complete your pentakill family album, then this might be the best talent to use, since it will heal you up after a kill and it will give you movement speed to chase the remaining survivors of the team fight. Now going to the custom Mage emblem, the first talent we got here under custom Mage emblem is called Golden Touch. It says that you will gain an extra 16 gold from minion kills in the lane, and this effect will disappear after 10 minutes of gameplay. So this is perfect for if you don't want to jungle, you can just stay in lane, wait for the minions, enemy minions, and then make sure you last hit them, because it will only work if you last hit minions. And then the second talent under Mage emblem, we got Magic Worship. When you deal damage that is more than 10% of your target's max HP, it burns the target 3 times, and each burn dealing up to 250 magic damage. Alright, so what this basically means is that within 5 seconds, if you are able to remove 10% of the target's maximum HP by dealing damage, this emblem talent alone can deal up to 750 magic damage, but it has a 20-second cooldown. Alright, and the third talent that we have here is called Impure Rage. It says that you will deal an extra 4% magic damage depending on the target's current HP on skill hit, and it will restore your mana by 3%. Whenever you cast a skill, whenever you hit an enemy with a skill, it will burn them, or you will deal 4% extra magic damage, and that damage depends on the current HP that they have. So if they have full HP, 4% will be a bigger damage. If they have like 10% HP left, 4% of that would be really small. Alright, and under custom fighter emblem, for the first talent we have Unbending Will. So it says that every 100 HP you lose, you will increase your damage, or it will increase your damage by 0.2%, and this can only increase up to 10%. But it is pretty good. You know, you can stack a lot of HP on your fighter. If you lose a lot of HP, you will also gain increased attack damage, but only up to 10%. And the second talent we got here is Steady Like a Rock. Upon being CC'd or stunned, CC means crowd control, by the way, in case you don't know. It will reduce the CC's duration by 50% for 2 seconds. This effect has a 10-second cooldown. So yeah, I mean, you get a shield. Every time you get stunned, that stun will be reduced by 50% duration. So let's say someone stuns you for like 2 seconds, it will only be a 1-second stun, and then within 2 seconds you get this shield. Any stuns or any disables knockups that you receive will be reduced half of their duration. And then the third talent that we have here, it says disabling strike. Skills will have an extra 20% slow effect and will last for 2 seconds. So this is another great talent because all of your skills as a fighter will have 20% slow. So for example, your Alucard, you won't have problems keeping enemies under your range while you're chasing them anymore, as long as you keep hitting them with your skills. Alright, so under custom support emblem, the first talent that we have here is called focusing mark. After you deal damage to an enemy, any damage dealt by allies to that hero will be increased by 6%. And this can last for 3 seconds and can only happen every 5 seconds. Alright, the second talent that we have under support is called Healing Hand. So this is really useful. Aside from healing them, aside from giving them shield, you provide them with that extra power to fight back during team fights. So I think it's great. And the third talent that we have here is called Pull Yourself Together. Resurrecting time is reduced by 15% and your battle spell's cooldown is reduced by 15% as well. So this is really good if you always die. Yeah, but don't die a lot. That would be feeding. But yeah, I think the battle spell cooldown reduction is really great, especially if you have like long cooldown battle spells like Purify. You'll be able to flicker more with this talent. And lastly, we got the Marksmen custom emblems. The first talent you got here is called Weapon Master. The physical damage you gain from gear will be increased by 8%. But let's say you buy an item, you buy a Hunter Strike. Instead of getting 100 physical attack, you get 108 additional physical attack. The second talent we got here is you gain 30% increased attack speed and lasts for 4 seconds every time you get a kill or assist. Wow, put this on Mia, she's gonna be like a machine gun. It's really gonna be useful on team fights where you can get kills and assists. And then lastly, we got Weakness Finder. Every time you basic attack an enemy with this talent, you have 20% chance to reduce their movement speed by 90% and their attack speed by 50%. This debuff will last for 2 seconds. So I think this is really great, especially on Marksmen, because you're gonna get fast attack speed on Marksmen, and it will increase your chance of triggering this talent, reducing the enemy or slowing them down like a turtle to 90% slow, and they won't be able to attack as much because it will also slow down their attack speed. So yeah, I guess that's it. If you have any other questions, comments, or tips, please feel free to comment down below. I know this is a long video, but thank you so much for watching it anyways. I hope you learned something, and I'll be more than happy to elaborate or make a separate video for specific talents in the future if enough people requests for it. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Shinmen Takizo, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!